diligence on Bedard's arm before the signing?
We had a chance to go through all of the medicals, to look at every medical record, to look at, as we do with every free agent sign and really every trade sign. We also put him through a physical as we do with every free agent. We acknowledge the risk and we're willing to tackle the risk.
No unusual measures, though, for him, just what you would do for any player?
Yeah, we put him through every player has an unusual measure. Every player we go well above and beyond just to kind of pat on the back and we're good to go. I mean, every pitcher, every position player, every player that we trade for, every player that we sign as a free agent, there's an exhaustive research process. In some cases, there's some diagnostic tests that go through it as well. You study everything that's available on the player, and you make your judgment. In some cases, the player doesn't pass your medicals before you even begin a negotiation. In some places, it ends before you want it to. In other places, you get a deal done, you feel good about it, and you take on what you take on. Every single pitcher in baseball is a risk. That's just the reality. Every single pitcher's a risk, and we felt this one was a good one to take.
What are one or two of your mindsets that have changed since from your time in November 2007 when you were hired up till now? What's something that you've evolved your own thought process or way of thinking about evaluating players or a procedure or process that you do?
We've broadened our horizons on the pro scouting.
No, you.
In terms of hiring more pro scouts.
Like something not Pirate related, just your own personal thought process.
There's actually a lot that I'm running through in my mind, which ones to give you. I think the value of the intangibles and the non-quantifiable, I don't think I gave that enough respect in terms of my years as an evaluator, my years as early on in this job, and I still wish you could quantify it. I mean, that's something that if we figure that out, we're going to be really good.
You don't have Dan Fox worked on that?
We do,
Okay.
and if anybody's capable of getting it, it'll be Dan Fox. Yeah. But there is an element of they're in that clubhouse 162 games a year. They're in that clubhouse in spring training. There is an element of reliability, of dependability, of cohesion. There is an element of team first that plays a role. I don't want to say plays the role, but plays a role, and I probably undervalued that. Ironically enough, you can't value it, but I probably undervalued that. Otherwise...
It seems like that's what you've done with Barmas and Barajas this offseason. Brought in some good character guys and clubhouse guys.
Yeah, and we tried to do it in the past with some guys. I think I probably undervalued the impact. I maybe overvalued the impact of a role player in a leadership element within your clubhouse. It's tough for a guy that's not playing every day. It's tough for a guy that's not playing well to have the impact you've brought him on board to have. Matt Diaz, Lyle Overbay made an impact in spring training last year. There's no question they made an impact in spring training, well beyond whatever their batting averages were, well beyond however their WAR came out. They made an impact in our clubhouse. As they struggled, it became tougher for them to make an impact, whether it was because they took a step back, because it's tough to lead and it's tough to be out front, it's tough to tell guys this is what you need to do when you're not doing it on the field. You may be a great professional, you may be doing everything you need to do, but it's tough to lead when you're not playing well. It's tough to lead when you're not playing, and I think maybe those two intangibles. So there was a method to the madness in terms of Barajas, in terms of Barmas, in terms of Nate McLeod, in terms of Casey McGee. Not all 25 are going to fit in that mold. In that mold, not all 25 are going to fit that. But the player selection process, it does go beyond what you can quantify sometimes, and we're going to take some chances. Maybe the value of taking a chance. I undervalued the value of taking a chance and trying to find the upside at times in the major leaguer, and not just getting the safe, reliable guy. Maybe an Eric Bedard. Take a shot at an Eric Bedard because of the upside and what it could bring if it hits. Protect yourself on the downside, but take the shot on the upside risk.